Hello and welcome to the Traybakes and More cooking channel. I'm Callie and today I'm making Flakemeal Biscuits. So here they are. The first time I remember making these, my daughter, who was born here in the US rather than back in Northern Ireland, looked at me kind of blankly when I called them Flakemeal Biscuits. So I called them oatmeal cookies and everything was all right with the world again, especially when I dipped some of them in chocolate and put some sprinkles on there. But hey, it's a very simple, very traditional, classic biscuit. Very easy to make. There's really only 2 steps to it. So here we go, Flakemeal Biscuits. Right, so the only real preparation to do today is to preheat your oven. Mine is turned on to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 160 degrees centigrade. I have a baking sheet ready to put the biscuits on before they go in the oven. And in my big bowl here, I have some butter, some unsalted butter and some sugar, which I'm going to cream together using my little electric hand whisk here, until that is nice and light and fluffy. Now don't forget to scrape down your bowl with a spatula, just to make sure you get all of this down from around the edges of the bowl, and give it one last mix, just to make sure that everything there is has been mixed to the same extent. Okay, I have the butter and sugar cream together here. And all we're going to do is to stir through the dry ingredients, which is our flake meal or oatmeal, so just regular porridge oats, some flour and baking soda, and a little bit of desiccated coconut. Now, you might want to get your hands in there towards the end as you're just starting to bring this all together. Sometimes it's just so much easier and you get a better feel for what you're baking if you just get your hands stuck in. So here we go, Flakemeal biscuit dough. It's a little bit crumbly, we'll see that again as we roll it out, but that is it done. Here we are, ready to roll. I have floured my work surface. I have my Flakemeal biscuit dough, my rolling pin, my biscuit cutter. Mine is 2¼ inches or 58 millimeters. And from this, and rolling this to about ½ centimeter thick, I'll get about 18 biscuits out of this. Obviously, if you want this thicker, if you want to make them bigger, then you know, you're not going to get just as many, and you need to adjust your bake times accordingly. Also, I have my little bench scraper here, which is really useful just in case any of those stick to the work surface. You need a little bit of help lifting them up, transferring them to the baking tray. So I'm going to roll this out, put them on the baking sheet, into the oven. Now this is a pretty crumbly dough. It will crack. It will try to sort of come apart a bit as you're rolling it out. So just stop every now and again and like squish it in at the edges here to try and contain it and bring it all in. But you will get there in the end, trust me, okay? So now we're going to cut this out. So here they are, ready to go in the oven. I've just got them on a baking tray here. I got 18 out of it today, just like I said I would. Sometimes I don't always get the same number out of this. And if you're looking very closely, yes, there are only 15 on this. I had to put 3 in a separate tray. So just space them out a little bit, just in case they expand and move a little bit as they're cooking. But they're popping in the oven now, 325 degrees Fahrenheit, 160 Celsius. And that's it. Here we go, fresh out of the oven, Flakemeal biscuits. Now you want to leave these on your baking tray just for a couple of minutes before you transfer them to the wire rack, because they can be a little bit crumbly and still a little bit soft when they are just straight out of the oven. Use a little spatula or something to transfer them gently to your wire rack and let these cool and firm up completely before you do anything more with them. Now you can just eat them plain like this. Great like that, perfect with a cup of tea. What I'm going to do with some of these probably is to dip them in some chocolate. Maybe even a few sprinkles, because little Miss Traybakes does love her sprinkles. You could even sandwich some of these together with some coffee buttercream, a little bit more coffee buttercream on the top and a walnut. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Flakemeal biscuits. So keep an eye out for more recipes, subscribe to my channel, tell your family and friends, and I'll see you again soon on Traybakes and More.